What's up, gamers? This is Proto from Average Gamers, and July was a very interesting month for us. We saw a lot of very unique, different types of games coming out, and it was actually, like I said, it's very interesting, very good. But this month is going to be interesting with a lot of games coming out, a lot of major games, a lot of interesting games coming out. This is just going to be the start. These next few months are going to be crazy with all these major titles dropping back and forth. And like I said, that's the best way I can describe it. This is going to be interesting. I know the hype is going to be built up for a lot of these games, so I'm hoping a lot of these games turn out really good. I know how it feels to get hyped up behind the game and then you finally get it and it's crap. So here's just a hoping that a lot of these games turn out great for us. But that being said, let's get started with the top 10 games coming out in August. At number 10, we have the Agents of Mayhem, and this is one game that I am definitely looking forward to. I really can't wait to get my hands on it. Now, this game is based in the Saints Row series, but it kind of is a standalone in a sense where this game follows after the Get Out of Hell Saints Row expansion. With the multiple endings, and with this it follows the ending where Gat chose to restore the world, and in the ending the Saints became police officers. Now in this world there's this evil organization called Legion that's taking over the world, and you're part of an agent that's part of Mayhem that's designed to stop Legion. Now that's the basic of the game, but the core of the game is still a Saints Row game. It's still destruction, mindless humor, you name it. And so there's going to be a few changes in it. One of the big changes is you won't be able to make your own character. Instead, you're going to be using a team of 3 different characters that you can rotate back and forth while you're playing the game, each with their own unique abilities. And you'll have up to 12 players that you can rotate in and out to create this team. So it should give you a little bit more variety, a lot of replay value. So it's going to have a few more changes like that, but like I said, the core is still going to be a Saints Row game, and I am definitely looking forward to it. Saints Row is set to release August 15th. At number 9, we have Ark Survival. So basically, if you have never heard of this game, if you don't know nothing about it, it's a survival based game. And basically you have to survive. You start off with nothing. You got to build everything. You got to craft everything, and you got to survive against the AI, the environment, and other players. What made this survival game stand out from a lot of other survival games was it incorporated dinosaurs. So you can actually hunt the dinosaurs. You could tame them. You can train them, and it added another level of survival to it. So the big thing about this is this game has been in early access for a really long time, and it's finally coming out, completely coming out. The game is coming out of early access basically, and that's why it's on this list. And I know there's been a lot of things going on with it in the news lately, but you know, that's another video for another talk. A lot of people are not happy about certain things, but we're not going to dive into it. So basically, this game is coming out of early access. The full game is finally coming out. So if you haven't played the game, if you're big into survival games, this might be for you. Now, Bear can speak on this game way more than I can. I've only played it a little bit, but he is the Ark Survival specialist on this channel. But like I said, if you're looking forward to this game, you're finally getting a full release for this game. It's set to release August 8th. At number 8, we have Uncharted Lost Legacy. Now, this is not a continuation from the last Uncharted. This is a more or less a standalone game. So it's going to be more Uncharted content for you. Now, the big difference in this one is the main character is going to be Chloe Frazier, and it's going to talk about a treasure hunt that she's going after with help from Nadine Ross. Now, at the core of the game, it's still Uncharted. It's still what you love about the series. It's just with a different character set in a whole new setting. And basically, they're trying to find this treasure before this war profiteer can get it. And it's kind of interesting, because you've always had this one main character. Now you got another character. You get to learn about this character more, how she plays into everything. So I think it'll be interesting. I think it's not a bad change of pace because it's still going to be at the end. It's still going to be the core of Uncharted. So I think this is going to be really interesting. Uncharted Lost Legacy is set to release August 22nd. At number 7, we have Mega Man Legacy 2. And this is going to be a very interesting one because you're going to have a collection of Mega Man games. You're actually going to get Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10. And it's kind of a mix of a remaster and a remake because the remaster part is you get to have these games, all 4 of these games, some with a few improved graphics, so you have the remaster part. And the remake part is you get a lot of extra content, new challenge modes for some of the older ones along with the new ones, so it has more replay value if you want to try on a different setting, different difficulty, so you've got that to play with. So it has a little bit of both remaster and remake. Along with that, it's going to have a lot more extra content to it. It's going to have an art gallery. It's going to show the history of Mega Man, how it was made up to now and everything. So it's kind of interesting. So if you're a big Mega Man fan, this might be for you. And if you got that nostalgic bug biting, this might be for you also. Mega Man Legacy 2 is set to release August 8th. At number 6, we have Madden NFL 18. And really, there's not too much to say about the Madden NFL series. I know I might piss off some people about saying that, but it's pretty much the same series. They're going to have improved graphics, making it more photorealistic. They're going to be incorporating a couple of new modes into the game to make it more lively, adding 3 different play styles. So that should cater to more different types of people if you want more hardcore or you want just a more casual game. But pretty much it's still the basics. It's still Madden. Really much isn't changing beyond those little things. So it just depends on how much of this series are you into. If you are deep into this game, then you'll probably see every one of these changes and you'll either love them or hate them. Or if you're just an average gamer that just likes to play a good football game with friends, you'll see a couple, but it won't be that big of a deal to you. Madden NFL 18 is set to release August 18th. At number 5, we have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy. And basically, this is another collection of games. You're going to get all 4 of the Naruto games. You're going to get Naruto Ninja Storm 1 and 2, Full Burst, and The Road to Boruto. Sorry if I messed that name up. And basically, like I said, it's those 4 games. It's not a lot of changes made to the game, not much added to it. It's just basically a collection for fans of that series. So if you haven't had a chance to play one of the games or you want to get all the games in one, this is your opportunity. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy is set to release August 25th. At number 4, we have Lawbreakers. Now, this game built up a lot of hype and a lot of interest when it was first revealed, and the hype has still been steadily there. So this game is definitely looking forward to. Now, this is a first-person shooter that's set up differently, where you have little to no gravity on some of the maps that you play, and that makes a big impact on movement around the map and getting to your enemies and hitting your enemies. Some of the classic things that's been seen from gameplays and trailers of this game is players actually shooting behind them to give them lift to move somewhere. So that plays into, like I said, that plays into your movement. Now you have a class system where you choose your different class with specific loadouts for those classes, and it's basically like a team base. Think of it, I hate to say it, think of it like an Overwatch. It's basically that on a sense. but this adds a whole nother level with little to no gravity. So like I said, the whole big point of this game is moving around and staying fluid. So this game has definitely caught my interest. I'm just debating whether I'm going to get it on PC or get it on PS4. But Lawbreakers is set to release August 8th. At number three, we have Mario+Rabbids. This is an interesting title that's coming out for the Switch because this is a title that's going to be in collaboration with Ubisoft. And basically, in this world, the rabbits from the Ubisoft have came into the Mario world, and everything is out of order. And it's up to Mario and the rabbits versions of him and his friends that help restore order. Now, this game stands out different from most recent Mario games because this is going to be a turn-based combat game. And so you have to plan your moves and plan your strategy out correctly in order for you to succeed. Now you're going to have over 200 different weapons that you can use for each of the characters. Each of the characters having their own unique abilities and their strengths and weaknesses to play into it. So this will be an interesting title coming out. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a little bit more replay value because there's going to be a co-op mode that you can play and also co-op challenges for you to play with your friends. So this is an interesting title coming out for a Switch. So we'll see how this one plays out. Mario+Rabbids is set to release August 29th. At number two, we've got another game that gets you down that nostalgic road, and that is Sonic Mania. This game is going to be another game coming out that's going to have a mix of remaster and remake in it, and it's going to bring you back to the old school Sonic games, remastering a lot of the old Sonic games back to their 2D sense, with that core gameplay remaining the same, and with the remake part adding new zones, new features, new time trials, new challenges to add into the game. Now you'll be able to play with either Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles during all these games. So depending on who you like to play with, you got all three of those to play with. Now, like I say, it's gonna catch nostalgia people off because a lot of people grew up playing Sonic. I personally grew up playing it, and I had a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to this one coming out myself. Sonic Mania is set to release August 8th. And finally, at number one, we have Hello Neighbor. Now, this is a big game that's been in early access on PC, and this is another game that's going to be coming out fully for us to play. Now, basically, Hello Neighbor is a stealth horror game where you're trying to break into your neighbor's house and figure out what kind of secrets he's hiding. And it's not going to be easy at all. You have an AI that learns from every time you break in and counters it, and will even set up traps to try to get you. So it's a really challenging puzzle solver slash stealth slash horror type of game. Because when he finds you, you are running like crazy. But it's really looking interesting. I've kind of had my eye on this game as well, so I might try this one out to see myself. Hello Neighbor is set to release August 29th, and that is the top 10 games coming out in August. Like I said, I know there's a lot of more major games that are coming out. If you didn't see one of the games that you wanted to hear about, listen in the comments. Let me know what games you're looking forward to. Are there any games on this list that you plan on getting? Some games you're thinking about. Some games I didn't mention they're coming out. They're coming out in August. Listen in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys later.